Did it start? What's up, guys? Day Trade Knockouts here. I got another video for you. It's been a long time. I've been having trouble recording, but I got another video. So today I'm going to be discussing another milestone that I hit. This is the first time in my trading career where I've been able to have 3 months of back-to-back green months in a row. Now, first off, I want to start off by saying I'm actually very impressed with the fact that I was able to accomplish this. One, in the short amount of time it took me to do it. This has only been less than 2 years of my trading career, and I've already accomplished that. I didn't even expect to have a full month or even back-to-back months of successful trades for at least 3 to 4 years. So I am moving at a decent pace, and I'm glad for the progress I made. Today, what I want to discuss is factors of what went down this month, what helped me be able to have the milestone of being able to have 3 months in a row, and what are my plans and my next steps for the future. So, with that being said, guys, let's get into the video. So, first and foremost, I want to discuss the importance of paper trading. The reason I want to discuss the importance of paper trading when you have to sharpen up certain things and you've made certain mistakes and you need to build back confidence. This is the first time in over a year I've taken a loss like this. So I started off the month pretty solid. I had about a $100 P&L on the day. But then after that, I did take some big losses. If you look here at 905, you got that right there. That's that, and that right there really gave the nail in the coffin. These two right here, especially with the fact that let me double. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. 1 second. Eat. Oh no, that's wrong, right? Let me see. Yes, here we go. This is where it all started. So right here, on on September 4th is when I started taking the first two big losses. I can't see the other days. Hold on, right there. So on November 3rd, I started off with a decent win on the month. So I had a $100 P&L with just two trades. You see, decent win right there. And I only had two contracts. On September 4th, there was a bunch of context that gave me a reason to believe that I was going to have a better day, and I decided to go with my full position size, a little bit of confidence. I did make some mistakes. I wasn't paying attention to news, and that was a news influenced day, so I shouldn't have traded to begin with. However, I did take big losses today, unfortunately. Pretty bad losers with such big position size going full position. So whenever you have big losses, and depending on if you have certain areas that are lacking in your strategy, be okay with taking it back with paper trading so that you can sharpen those missing skills, or put a hole in those leaks on your boat for your strategy per se, and just to be able to sharpen up your abilities better. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's better to do that than to lose on your profits. Um, so the reason that I was also proud of this month being the month that I had my first ever 3 month in a row green months back to back to back was because of the hole I dug myself in, and it was a journey all month long. And I am proud of myself for it. Was on paper trade that I regained the wins, but it was in alignment with my strategy and it was legit. So I still do count it as 3 months back to back. Now, what led to my success is, and with this during paper trading for this month, was the continuous journaling of everything that happened each day of trading and things I learned in order to better my trading, and also the main focus about being able to about being defense and creating new rules to better myself defensively as a trader. Certain rules that I'm going to go over with you and cover. So first and foremost, some of the rules. Start for here. Sorry guys, I gotta crack my neck. So there are 33 rules that I've mentioned, and they're going to be filtered down later in the month. But real quick, I call this first one the mentor accountability rule. That's just basically saying my idol as a day trader is a trade brigade. So I'll think about it to hold myself accountable. Would he be approving of this trade? Is this in alignment with my strategy? Is this the right way? It's basically as a way to hold yourself accountable. That's how I view that. The confidence mindset that I discussed with Trade Brigade was one thing that was lacking was confidence. So another thing that I mentioned, that there's a phrase that he went over that I'm also repeating myself on a consistent basis day to day, is where's the next trade that's going to give me a winner? Where's the trade I prepared for? Where's the trade I sized correctly for? And how can I put myself in the position to put myself in those opportunities as frequently as possible? One second, guys. Sorry, something came up. So yeah. Now I also do have a list that I covered, where, like, just to go over and to glare over certain things that I do. Um, I have a list of rules where it is I'm uninterested in trading full size or uninterested in trading at all. So, for example, on a day that is truly considered a victory, wait, hold on. First off, let me see here. One rule that I mentioned right here is the strong thesis separation rule. So basically, that means and this isn't necessarily because I tend to have more winners like this. This is more just so I can avoid over trading and I can actually lessen the potential losses that could happen in a day. So basically, on any day, whatever the direction I took on the first trade, if it went in alignment with my thesis, only look to enter uh, in the direction of that same trade. So if I bought calls, I'm only looking for calls and just a better entry, basically. The only time I'm allowed to continue to look for something in the opposite direction if the market reverses and does not give any more opportunities in the direction of my first trade. If it doesn't give any opportunities in the direction of my trade, sit on my hands and avoid the market unless the market shows intraday real signs of reversal. But that's it. Um, Another thing is the avoid choppy market rule. So this is just in terms of probabilities. When we have a very volatile and choppy, crazy market, an example of what you could look for is what happened on September 5th. The next day, if we open in the middle of that range, just avoid the market completely, regardless of whatever happens. SPY QQQ divergent rule is basically if you see SPY and QQQ going in opposite directions and they're not going in congruence, but they're diverging from each other, that is when you should be a little more hesitant. You should avoid the market. Those are just a few rules that I covered. I'm gonna make a whole other video that covers each rule that I made. But those are just basically just to summarize what I'm talking about. What helped me gain the success was making defense my priority and journaling everything that happened every single day. And the last thing that I did want to cover with you is what my goals are for the next month of trading. So for the next month of trading, the only thing that matters is sticking to these 8 rules that I made. I did make 8, correct? Yes, sticking to these 8 rules that I made and that I wrote down. Sticking to the rules will help me minimize my losses and make them as small as possible. Maximizing my winners as much as possible, and also sticking to my personality of my trading style and avoiding days where I'm more likely and being able to avoid days where I have a less likelihood to want to trade, which are the most important things. And don't be. And this month, I don't really want to focus on winning. I want to focus on gathering a data set. So basically, what I'm saying is, if if I lose on the month, that's okay because I'm just trying to see. Whenever I follow these rules, no matter what, I want to see what the results happen, so I can gather a data set to see. Okay, if I do this, I have a higher probability of winning because the market's always ebbing and flowing. It's changing all the time. It can go in circles, do jump ropes. It can go bullish for $10 in one direction one day. The next day, it can reverse, can pull back, and then it can retest it and keep going in the direction. It does a million things over the course of time. So I'm just trying to do my best to put myself in the most probable position to minimize the losses, avoid days where I shouldn't trade, and maximize the profits the best I can. And I need the data set and the paper trading in order to do it to see what the results are of sticking to these rules. And these rules are the SPY QQQ divergent rule, never trade QQQ, the strong thesis separation rule, the planned exit strategy rule that I mentioned, the avoid choppy market rule, always avoid J Powell and 2 days before always rule, the pre-market essentials rule, and only take 3 trades per day. In the next video that I'm going to cover, I'm going to go over what each of these rules are and articulate them better so you can better understand. But besides that, guys,